Have you ever dreamed of creating a space that feels like stepping into another world? This little building started out as nothing more than an empty she shed, just four walls and a whole lot of potential. But with time, creativity, and a vision, my mom, dad, and cousin Scotty transformed it into what we now lovingly call Rose Cottage. Inside, moms filled the space with treasured keepsakes collected over the years, creating a cozy cottage that's as beautiful as it is meaningful. And then there's my dad. He's always had an incredible talent for building miniatures. In fact, whenever he takes on a project, he loves creating a tiny replica right alongside it. So, of course, Rose Cottage was no exception. While completing the life-size cottage, he built an amazingly detailed miniature version, and my parents surprised me with it as a gift. Now, I've been decorating, adding my own little tiny touches while keeping all the charm of the original. So, today I'd love to invite you on a tour of Rose Cottage Miniature Edition. Let's step inside and take a look at all the little details that make this tiny cottage so special. So here she is. She's at the house. Look how stunning she is. Isn't she gorgeous? And you know what I love most of all is that she's here with my other house that Dad gifted me. That's right. If you missed that video, Dad made this house out of cardboard, foam board, all the things you have laying around your house. He made this, he gifted it to me, and then I painted it, decorated it, and made it my own. I absolutely love it. So it's so special to have this one as a part of my collection. And if I back up, I just want to show you real quick. For right now, I just have it sitting on top of Bee's crate, which Dad also made. My dad and hubby built this crate. Dad pretty much built the frame and everything, and then hubby added the door and the drawer. So how cool is that? But for this tour today, I have brought out my riser and my Lazy Susan so that we can make sure we get a very good look of the cottage. So we're going to start on the outside. You will see how similar this cottage is to the real thing. I absolutely love it. You may remember on this side, Mom had like a little rack up here and it said the potting shed. Well, there's like a little sign. The sign said the potting shed, and then it had like a little rack, you know, where you could hang like gloves and stuff like that. I love that. I love how Dad has a bench down here. And look at the detail of the sweet columns, just like you know, on the real life-size cottage. And I love how they added these sweet little plants and this little porch area here. Now, the one thing they haven't done yet is changed out the door. That will be coming. That's on a list of things to do. Listen, they are constantly adding and changing up what they want to do to it. It's just so much fun to see them having a blast with the cottage and just really enjoying and taking it in. So as you can see, it's the color green that the cottage actually is right now. I love that so much. And look, Dad even added the sweet little details right here. Is that not gorgeous? And look at the metal roof. Well, I say metal, but you know, this is not metal. And look, I love the little flower box with the shutters. I just think it's so sweet. And then I love how they have the lattice going on the bottom. Now, this back wall is exactly how it is on the real life she shed cottage. There's nothing there because Mom is hoping that Dad will draw out some sort of mural that they can paint, which that will be very cool to see, right? And then if you come back around this way, we're back to the front. I love everything about it. I am going to have so much fun with this. And now, if we go inside, which Dad made this where we could easily remove it. Look how cute this is. I mean, it is pretty much like Rose Cottage, the exact replica. Look, they even have the little box in the corner. And look, Dad's little handmade fireplace with shelves. Look at this. Just like Mom's that she has up against this wall. Now you will remember that Rose Cottage does have the brick wall on the back, so Dad has included that. I love the flooring. And of course, you can't forget the trim work going along the sides here. And I love how they've included the AC unit. Look at that. I think the only thing we're missing here is like Mom's desk, and then she has like another shelf right over here. This right here is my favorite part. Do you guys remember this back wall where she has like lace curtains and she has like her birdhouses? And this bench is just like her bench. You know how she has like the storage underneath? And I absolutely love the floors. Isn't it precious? This is like the best little model ever. I mean, it is so cute. So I'm absolutely loving and enjoying it. So now I want to show you how I put my own little spin on the miniature Rose Cottage. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how stinking cute and adorable this sweet little cottage is. Oh my heavens. I'm just blown away. I had so much fun decorating her. I just want to give her a quick spin before we go over all the sweet little details. Yes. So, like I said, if you remember, this back wall was plain. This is the wall that Dad eventually, for the life-size one, is going to do like a mural on. So for right now, I just made this beautiful little scene because I feel incredibly grateful, and you guys know how much I love the birds. And I want y'all to know all of this and everything that you're going to see is just taped down. In fact, you can probably see a little bit of the blue painter's tape right here because you guys know how much I love to change things up. I didn't want anything to be permanent. So everything that you're about to see is just taped down, or it's just sitting there, to be honest. Because y'all know me, I love to decorate. So all the holidays and seasons are coming up, so y'all know what that means. I'm gonna have to change it up. So if we start on this side, I just added this little miniature rake. Isn't she sweet? And then you'll see this little watering can right here. I actually painted this, you guys. Look, that was the original color, but I wanted it to be pink because it reminds me of Mom. And I just thought that color looks so good with the color of the She Shed Cottage. This little thing right here, I actually pulled out of here just to give it a cute little look, like someone's been busy. I added some flowers right here, and you'll notice as a little riser back here, let me see if I can back up. This is just two little doors from a small doll cabinet. And the reason for that, one, I needed height, like a height difference. So this one in the back would be a little bit taller than this one. And then, as you'll see right here, from the cabinet and from some drawers, I removed the little knobs to make this little rack. In fact, let me show you the little cabinet right here. So that's how I created this look. This is just like a little slim stick that comes in a pack of sticks in the wood section. And then I just hot glued on my little pegs right there. And I think it looks so cute and adorable because it's just holding all the tools. And then if we come back this way to the front, look at how gorgeous this front is. Is that not just the most adorable thing you've ever seen? I love it. Now, right here, Dad had glued down this little plant, so I just added in a couple more. Dad also had this little mat right here, so I didn't touch that. And then, of course, there's the little light. Now, the mailbox, I did touch this up. So what I did is I changed the color a little bit because I felt like with everything I added, the white was just too bright. So I just toned down the whiteness, and then you'll see my little address up there, 1271. That's exactly like my little sweet house here that you'll see. See how it says 120? Well, when I did this house and I finished it and I uploaded, that's how many subscribers I had. I had 120 subscribers at that time. So that's my address for this sweet little house. And so for my sweet little cottage, that is my address. As I'm currently uploading this video, I have 1,271 subscribers. And you know what? I just love that idea for a lot of different reasons. It just reminds me of all my hard work and how far I've come, how grateful I am for each and every one of you. And then I thought, you know what? That might be a very cool idea for me to do all my little houses that Dad gifts me. So I just think that's so neat. You know, maybe I can create like a whole little village or something. Listen, I've been working on Dad because I would love to have like a Charleston village or something, you know, like a Charleston scene with all the Charleston houses. Oh my gosh, that would be fantastic. So I'm just going to use, anytime I finish a project, I'm going to use my subscribers as my address. So right here, Dad, if you remember, had this plant. I just added some flowers to it and made it a little bit taller as far as the greenery. And then I just added in these two little plants right here. I painted this unfinished little table right here black, added a sweet little book and a little coffee cup because y'all know how much I love my coffee. This little bench right here, of course, I had to add that because that reminds me of Mom's bench in the front. And then I just added some flowers right here for the window. I think those look so cute. Originally, it has like a side that comes up and it was like a lighter color, but I just took the sides off, took the front off, and painted it black. And look how pretty that is. And then, of course, again, just more flowers. Flowers makes everything just so much prettier, right? So that's an easy tip. Just add a bunch of flowers. And then when we come on this side, I have this sweet little table that, again, reminds me of how Mom has her real-life cottage set up. And I love the look of the flowers right there with the window box. What do you guys think? You please let me know in the comments down below. You know, I care very much what you guys think about all the sweet little details. Okay, so now for the exciting part. Let's go inside. So I'm going to remove the top. You'll see this cord back here because I actually have a light up here so we can see inside, okay? So remember, Dad made this roof very easy for me to take off. Look, you guys. All right, where should we start? do we want to take a little tour, like a little roundabout tour first, so you can see all the sweet details? Listen, before I start giving you all the details, like I just said, I just want you to know, whenever I'm checking out and I have a lot of minis, you know, the cashier will usually say to me, "Oh, do you have a dollhouse?" And you know, I love that. I love dollhouses so much. But I want you to know there's a lot more to miniatures than just dollhouses. I hope that my channel makes you see miniatures in a whole new light, because it's just a wonderful hobby. You know, when I'm crafting and decorating, I'm thinking, processing my day or thinking about things. It's great for your mental health, and the miniatures are a great way for you to be able to decorate. I know sometimes people are like, I would love to have a she shed cottage, but maybe, you know, you live in a neighborhood where you can't have one, or maybe right now you can't afford one. Well, do you have a cardboard box? I mean, you could change it into your own little she shed cottage. I mean, that's what Dad does. He makes everything out of cardboard, foam board. And this is what I love, because I don't have my own she shed cottage. I mean, I would absolutely love to, but I don't. And one of the things I love about miniatures is this is a great way to learn about color pattern, texture, I mean style, on a very small scale without breaking the bank. So I absolutely love it. So on this back wall, as you'll remember, Mom usually has her little bench all decorated with all the sweet little pillows. And so I wanted to keep this bench looking as cute as she always has it. So you'll see here, I have all my pillows. Well, this was very easy. These pillows right here, I actually just painted. You can kind of see a little bit of like the color from underneath coming through. It was kind of like a teal. I just painted them white so they look perfect in here. Then I added these little wooden trees on each side and just attached these little roses. They're not glued on. They're not even taped on. They just have like a small little wire, and I just put it behind on the tree branches, and I love how that turned out. Now, of course, you guys know I'm always going to have blue and white somewhere, so I just added these little blue and white dishes. I thought that added a cute little pop right there. Reminded me of something Mom would do. Now, we all know I'm a Carolina girl, and I love the coast. And so I just thought this artwork was very fitting of that. I just love how it looks on this blue color that they painted, similar to the life-size cottage. I love Dad's sweet little AC unit right there. And then on this back wall, remember Mom has her desk, and so I thought, how cute would this be to have a desk right there? And then I just added this little die cut machine with the little tools. I'm actually missing a tool. It came with another little piece, but it was so small, I don't know what happened to it. I might have accidentally thrown it away. I have this small little chair right here that I just painted. It was unfinished. I think this is actually like a coffee table, but I'm using it as a desk. This sweet little bucket right here, you guys. Oh my gosh, it had a red handle, but I just removed the handle, and then look at these little, what do you call them? Little papers, different colors. It's for the die cut machine. And let me show you right here. This little die cut machine was actually this blue color, but it clashed with the color on the wall, and I didn't like that. So I made it work for me by painting it this like more neutral color. Okay, and then Let's turn this way. Look at how amazing Dad's bookshelf looks. And then right here, oh my gosh, I love this so much. So this frame, let me show you what it originally looked like, because I just removed the backing, and then inserted these pictures of Charleston. Now you may recognize this frame right here is the same as this frame, and that's because I had more of these pics. So I just removed the bird pics out of these and inserted my Charleston pictures. So let me show you the original picture frame for this, and I will show you how I came up with these little pictures, because it's actually from a little book that I have of Charleston. And then up here, I just tried to fill the bookshelf with all my sweet little things. You have the little sweet clock, the Bible, you have some books. I put Dream Big right here. Underneath the Dream Big book is actually a Rubik's Cube. And then some more books. It's so hard to see in this tight little space. Let me see if I can zoom out. Maybe that will help. Is this better? And then you can see I have my books on the bottom. Subscribe, hype, like. I put a little bird's nest, a couple of plants, and again, just some more books. And I love how that looks. Please excuse me for my shakiness. So if we turn this way, it's so hard, even with, I was thinking the tripod to zoom in and out. Now on this wall, because y'all know Mom has a sweet little table right there, so I just went with that theme. I added this sweet little mirror right here, a T for Tracy. I have this book, a little remote control. Look how adorable that is. Now this lamp right here, let me pull it out. It was originally kind of loud. You can see like a stainless glass kind of look, but I just painted it so the color would go better with the cottage, the she shed. Right here, I added a small rug and this sweet little table. Which, let me show you how I put this table together. So the table is actually 2 unfinished miniature dollhouse benches. Yes, that I just glued together and then painted, because I needed the right size table, like a little small table, and I just couldn't find one. So this actually did the trick. Now, this little adorable print right here on top of my table, this is actually from my dollhouse wallpaper that you can see that I just cut to use. Now, to create this beautiful layered look, I used 1 wooden snowflake from last year's Christmas home tour. You guys may remember in my kitchen, I used a bunch of these little snowflakes. They were hanging from my kitchen light. This simple miniature dollhouse plate and 1 sweet little rose. And so that's how easy and simple it was to make that beautiful little table. And now I have a surprise for you guys. So you just need to close your eyes. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Look how sweet my little TV is. See, I'm telling you guys, I love to change things up. And of course, that's why I have this little remote right here in case I want to watch TV. You guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in seeing the life-size she shed cottage, you can catch that video right here. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.